This is the momentum flip.
One, two, three.
So now we're going to break it down piece by piece. Once again, our base is going to start in his usual position. He's going to be in a noticeable plie. That's the first thing. Now, very similar to the coat hanger, we are welding or sewing that arm. But instead of it coming to the front, like the coat hanger, it's going to be much more to the side. Not so much to overextend that rotator cuff, but enough to lock in. So that when the flyer, as she begins, she's going to run her hand, which is usually a signal of what's about to happen. And it's a signal for him to plie, very good. And that also helps if there's a height difference for the flyer to be able to get properly up here. Now, this hand that she has is not something to think about as an anchor to keep her from falling. Rather, this, along with her leg, is the spring to help her to get up into the air. She will use her left hand to also point up at the ceiling, not only presentationally beautiful, but also to help her reach. Eyes follow where the hand is pointing, to go up into the air. So the flyer, her mentality, or his, is going to be thinking vertical. She's starting from behind on a different plane. So as she starts from here, it is to think she's going vertically up. Do not think sagittal, do not think forward, don't think lateral, think going up. Because once she goes up, the natural mechanic and instinct of her body with that planted hand is going to be to want to stay close for her not to fall. And the base, what the base is thinking is the same thing. Once she's here and they count it off, it's going to be, just like those partner exercises, the 1, 2, 3, they're going to feel it. That's the way we practice it, so when we do it on stage, they don't even need to count. So the 1, 2, 3, starting in the plie, if you'll show Jason. He's going to show how he assists the flyer. So he's going to do a little plie bounce, bounce up, bounce up, bounce up. It doesn't really look any different than that. He's not lifting his arm. He's not leaning to a side to engage the back. It is all legs, long spine. The core and the base is going downward through the butt. I like to think of something pulling the string of the spine up and coming down through the tailbone. So it's a down-up motion. Same thing that he always does. Now she's going to, she has her signal. He's in a good plie. Now, once again, it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, and she's going to jump, and he's going to simply catch her. Now, we're not doing the second part of the dip, Jason. What I would like to do now is she's just going to jump, and he's going to catch her in a regular basket with a good plie. That's all it is, no dip. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Good. JB's instinct is always to do nice and presentational. Go ahead and release. Nice plie, good partnering, good. Now, maybe because he was staying here so long, there's a little bit of a tilt here. But it is from here, and it's the same mechanic. Comes up, and then catches, right? That's the good way to practice it, because then all he does, like the other moves that we did before, is he just straightens out one leg, and the lean will be there. He does not have to think. The base does not think about lowering her to the floor. Rather, it is all in the eyes. The base's eyes will be forward. Then, does not look at the partner. She mounts up here. His eyes are there. 1, 2, 3, up, then to his partner. And when he straightens his leg, the energy will be pointed downward, but we don't have the risk of an actual lean. It is perceived that way by the audience. So let's do it one more time, right to the regular catch. And then you can just do the lean. And JB, if you could just keep your arm in, don't present or anything, so we can focus on the base for a second.
Okay.
Cool.
One, 2, 3.
Good. Good. Now come right back up to the basket. Very good. You can release her, it's fine. Good. So now, as you notice, that one leg that he has is going to stay the leg that is locked in, and one hand goes underneath her lower back. Okay? So let's actually just have you get into the basket without the preparation. So come, grab her left leg. Good. And actually go overhand. And pull it to your waist. And put your hand on the lower back. This already is close to where they're going to end. If she was to lift her leg up, are you ready for that? Have a nice wide base, Jason. Now she's just going to lift her leg up and put it down. Good. And help her stand up a little, Jason. Good. Now, lift your leg up again. Good. Good. Come right back up. Very good. They went right to it. This is a great way to practice just the dipping part. So eye contact once again. Going overhand. Count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
And then he gets there. Now, this is where she can choose to present open. And then the signal will be she touches his face. And all he does is get right back to his plie base. And it is right there. Okay? So Jason, let's try it this time where you have her here. And then when she touches your face, you go right back here. What's going to help him is to go from looking at her to looking out. Just for practicing this exercise. So let's do that again.
Good.
Good checking in.
1, 2, 3.
Looking at her, then she touches his face, he looks out, and helps him get right, good, beautiful plie. Very good. Okay, now we're going to do this one more time, sewing the two together. So I want you to think of practicing this in 2 parts whenever we are doing it with you. He is going to come and stay, his role never changes. What the first one is going to be is once again to have the leg up here, and she's going to do the 1, 2, 3, hop into the basket. That's the one exercise. The second one is the one we just did. So let's just show the 2 exercises. We'll do it one more time, and we're good to go. First exercise, the signal is that hand. That's when he knows to do this. Plie, so her leg gets there. They're going to count to 3. He catches her in the basket. So whatever you do, Jason, once you catch her in the basket and you're looking at her, look right back out.
1, 2, 3.
Then he looks out. Good. Now, come right up. Good. All right. So let's do it one more time. Don't go to the dip. I want to show the difference of the second exercise. So what this is going to end up like is you're going to catch her right here in the basket and stay right here in the plie, because you're going to look at her to catch her and look right out. She prepares, signals, he plies, she comes down, she's thinking vertical, her hand helps guide her eyes, they count.
1, 2, 3.
He looks at her, catches her, good plie, looks out. Now he looks at her and then just simply plies and helps her to the floor. Good, pointed. That's the first exercise. Now go to neutral, face each other. Now she's going to just put her hand right on his shoulder. Do the other hand. The opposite hand of the leg he's going to grab. Grab her left leg overhand. Good. Hand around the back of her waist. Pull her tight. Now, Jason, you're going to present toward the audience. Show and twist out your body so you can get into the plie form. Ready? Good. Now go ahead and look out to the audience. And 1, 2, 3, just plie with her and come up. You're not tipping her. Let's do that. 1,
2, 3.
Plie, up. Good. Come right back down. All right. Now let's try it. You can let that go. That's the preparation. The base is completely out to the audience. And we can skip that first step and go right to the second. So the first exercise was the jump to the basket. This is the second exercise. She puts her hand on his shoulder. He grabs her left leg. Hand goes around the back, which it already is. Nice and tight, good and secure. And then he has a wide base, getting ready. And all he's going to do is he's going to count to 3 and then simply straighten one leg. So get into a nice plie, Jason. Let's do it more accented so they can see it. So it's going to be a 1, 2, 3, and very slowly. This does not require momentum. So let's do it very slow for them. All it is straightening the leg and feeling the weight. That way there's no risk. If it feels too heavy, then you can easily just say hold for a second and that's it. Okay?
1, 2, 3.
He straightens the leg, bends the other one. That's all it is. He comes back up when she touches his face. Signal, that's good. Plies down. Very good. 2 different exercises for one move. Let's show them the move one last time. Now, what JB is going to be focused on for her dismount is everything that we always talked about. a slight plie so that it's not a shock on her knee, and the pointed toe for presentation. Think of this hand as a pointed toe going up, and the eyes are very, very important for the cue. Once the flyer's eyes go up, it is right back toward the base. She looks at the base the whole time. She signals when she's ready to come up, then the base's eyes will come right back out to the audience. The base's eyes start not looking at her until it's up in the air, then it's the connection, and when it's ready, comes right back up to the audience, plie, and we're done. Signals. Locks the arm and plies. They count.
1, 2, 3.
Her eyes look up and out. She looks down, looks at him, signals back. He comes up, looks out for the plie. Beautiful dismount. And that is the momentum flip.
My turn!
Wow!